Hi, this is Brandon from thirstgym.com. Today we're going to talk about an exercise called the safety squat bar JM press. This is a JM press variation using a safety squat bar. It's an amazing tricep exercise. And it's also a foolproof way to perform the JM press without really screwing up the technique. So what you need, you obviously need some kind of rack. You need a safety squat bar. And you ideally need one that's got a really good camber. It's built well. I personally like the Elite FTS safety squat bar. I think it's the best one on the market. But it also feels great when you're doing this exercise because we got a little bit of a thicker barbell here, so it's going to feel better in your hands. So the other thing I need to know about this is, if you got the safety squat, or if you got the Elite FTS one, so depending upon, obviously if you buy a different brand, you may not be able to do this, but the safety squat bar, the handles come out, and so you'll have to take the handles out. They just unscrew. Very simple process, and then you're good to go. And you want to make sure that basically it's going to be in the rack as if you were squatting away from where you bench press. So if I would normally face this way in the rack, I need to turn the barbell around the other way. So pretty much think about when you're laying on your back and you're looking at it, you basically want to be able to have it push your hands back. Okay? So I'm going to get in my bench press position here. You want to make sure you leave some room to come back, because I'm going to have to roll back here and when I press up, so I don't want to run to the J hooks. But other than that, hands on here, come out. I'm going to unrack. Okay, I'm in basically a close grip bench press position here. I'm going to bring the pads down to my chest. When they hit my chest, the bar is naturally going to roll back, so I'm going to roll back. It's going to basically come down to my face. So here, back, extend. Notice that I'm keeping my elbows up. I'm in the same position as the part of the safety squat bar, and then I come back up. And that's basically the gist of the exercise. The nice thing is you can really load this sucker up. So think of it almost as like a close grip bench press mixed with a skull crusher, and even maybe with a rolling tricep extension in terms of how your elbows are going to roll. It's going to hit the medial part of your tricep down here incredibly hard. This is not an exercise that you program for feeling your tricep actually contract like in a bodybuilding style of pose. This is definitely something that you're going to use to build your tricep strength. So this you can definitely get up to doing 3s and 5s. I personally like 5s, 6s, and 8s in terms of my rep ranges. You can make a case for some 10s, I guess, if you really wanted to. But then you can obviously add bands and chains and reverse bands. You can use it as one of your supplemental movements for your bench press. So this is definitely more of an exercise that you want to build the strength of your triceps for. Not necessarily as much as an accessory exercise, but it's just a unique one that I think is worth covering for building tricep strength and size. It's one of my favorites. It's had really good success for me in equipped powerlifting and also in my raw bench press. The other thing obviously is you get to load that medial head up, which is very, very hard to do in most other exercises, usually because technique and the loads that you're having to use have to be lower to be able to get into position and everything, and that's obviously not the case here with the safety squat bar. When you're doing this, the number one thing I can't recommend enough is that your elbow is high, and when you come down, you let that thing roll back. You should feel a little bit of a stretch, okay? You are going to feel probably a little bit of discomfort in your elbow, and then you're going to press back up. So if you're somebody that has elbow problems, you may want to be wary of this exercise, but I will say that using the safety squat bar option of the JM press feels tremendously better than using a traditional straight bar. So if you're somebody that's had problems with the straight bar JM press, a safety squat bar variation of it might be of use to you in terms of developing your triceps for your bench press. So if you got any questions about this, feel free to leave in the comment section. Thanks, have a great day.